our next guests need no introduction, as I am joined, but we're going to give them one anyway. I am joined by we have to, none other than Hollywood A-listers Josh Gad, best known as the voice of Olaf and for his role in Love and Other Drugs, and comedian and actor Kevin Hart.
Good
Let's do this American style.
Calm down.
We are so excited. Thank you guys. Thank you.
The studio went crazy just now. Just now, the guys are with us this morning ahead of their only European premiere of The Wedding Ringer.
Right.
Taking place tonight in Dublin Savoy Cinema. The Wedding Ringer is a romantic comedy which follows the socially awkward groomsman, played by Josh, with no best man for his wedding day. And so he seeks the help of Kevin Hart, who supplies the ultimate best man service. Good morning to both.
Thank you so much
I think we've just said it all now, so we'll talk about something else. See you now. Thanks for coming. Have a great night.
It really is. It's not only a romantic comedy, it's a bromance of sorts.
I wouldn't describe it as a romantic comedy. I saw it last week.
Really,
it's not.
I didn't want to be rude to you, but I think that was a terrible introduction.
So our intro writer is now fired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a very funny movie.
It is. It's just laugh out loud, nonstop chaos, and it's about these two guys who get caught in the ultimate lie that keeps escalating and escalating.
So you play in the movie this kind of loser, no friends, although you bag a really hot wife.
I do bag a really hot wife. Why do you seem surprised?
Kaylee.
Because
Kaylee's brilliant.
Yeah, but in the movie, you're kind of playing this guy with no friends, and he has to go and hire a best. So I kept wondering the whole way, how did he get her? That was the only kind of flaw for me.
I don't know how to take that.
Have you not seen her? Have you not seen her?
I think that's one of the ruder things somebody said to me in Dublin.
No, they are definitely going to leave.
So you essentially hire Kevin to be your best man.
Yes.
And you get this kind of ragtag motley crew of guys who are hysterical.
Incredible.
To be your buddies.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not my fault. You know, this is the first time this type of situation has been thrown on my lap. I play a guy, Jimmy Callahan, who basically has a business where I provide friendship for those who lack. Whatever service it is that you need, for the right price, I'm willing to do it. Being a best man is easy, been there, done that. But him needing groomsmen is something that's very, very far-fetched. But he has the right sum of money for me to go out and make this thing a reality. So, and getting these guys and us trying to make this lie come to life, that's where all of the comedy
Because he just doesn't need one.
No, he needs seven.
Why do you need seven?
Because, well, his fiancée wants a perfect wedding. She's a type A personality, and she's got 7 bridesmaids. And so she wants me to match that. Unfortunately, I happen to have no friends
But she
in the
wouldn't
film.
want him to match that if he didn't lie and say that he had that.
Right.
So doing what men normally do when backed into a corner, you lie. You just say things out of
keep
yeah, I got it. I got those. I have 7 friends easy. Okay, who? He just start naming off names. And I love the fact that
one lie begets another lie, which begets another lie, and the lies get bigger and more intractable, and it's hysterical where the lies take you.
Yes.
But I was wondering, is this based... Does this happen? Where did this... It's a fantastic...
Do men lie?
No, but do men have... Is that service available in America?
What do you call it, Kevin?
Well, I'm not going to say it. This is more on TV, so I'm not going to say what we call it in America, what that service is. But, you know, there are services, I think, that people have been using for years where they pay for friendship or company.
No, come on.
This is... I cleaned it up.
Nobody's out there offering... to be a best man.
We actually heard for the first time.
This is an interesting idea.
For the first time yesterday, somebody told
somebody
us,
said that they did it.
Yeah,
they did it. They
somebody said that a friend of theirs actually had to hire somebody to be their best man. I guess they were traveling to America and they didn't have a friend there, so they had to hire somebody to pretend to be their best. So for the first
I
time,
have a very hard time believing that that's what they were hired for. I just don't believe that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Apologize in advance.
Sinead, you were talking about the lies getting bigger. I think one of the funniest scenes in the movie is when you're all at dinner.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the lie starts, and then there's a little fire and an accent with the grandmother.
Well, he's
and it's
trying
the
to follow
funniest thing. It is the funniest
Well,
thing.
I prefer the beginning of that scene where you start telling them about your past.
My past.
your past and your face. I won't reveal too much.
Well, I mean, I think you guys are pretty much saying everything that needs to be said. You're saying that there's nonstop funny moments in this film, and that's what this movie is. We push the envelope. We get really edgy.
You do push the envelope. Like,
really
if people are a bit kind of touchy, you shouldn't go see this movie because
very edgy.
You take a lot of risks from a comedy point of view.
But I feel like that's what people want to see. People want to laugh, but you want to laugh at things that catch you off guard. You don't want predictable laughs. This movie gives you a bunch of laughs that you aren't expecting.
It's kind of the thing that you laugh at and then you go, oh, I shouldn't have laughed at that.
Why not?
And even as extreme as it is, it's all grounded in realism, and it's the backbone of this has so much heart between the two of us and that friendship And so the audience buys into it, so they're willing to go to some of the edgy stuff.
Yeah, yet there is a sweet story at the heart of it, which is the fact that you don't have any friends, but you get a friend.
And I feel like I made new friends today.
Well, you're welcome anytime.
You're number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah,
That's right.
You're the second
Josh
friend
has
I've ever
2
had.
friends now.
Are you number 1?
I'm number 1. That's number 2.
Number 1 and number 2, Sinead.
Yeah.
You're now at the
again.
Hollywood A-listers. There you go. And for people who, Kaylee, from the fans of The Big Bang Theory,
Right.
she's a huge star in America, and that series is just huge everywhere.
Yeah, she's incredible, and she really is one of those people who's not only beautiful, but immensely funny with whatever she does, and she plays a different character in this film.
But she has to be the straight guy to your kind of
Sort
jokes.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's weird because she is. She actually is. But she has her moments. I think she has her comedy moments in the
Oh, no,
film.
she definitely does.
As everybody else
Yeah.
in the film. I think everybody brings something different to the table. We got lucky in getting an amazing
It's an immense cast, yeah.
Amazing cast. And I really feel like the groomsmen stepped up to the plate. All actors and actresses stepped up to the plate. It's just a testament of the great material that we have.
Guys, can I ask you about the dancing scene?
No.
Busting
Yes,
some
of course
moves.
you can.
Because I want to know that, I mean, how many takes did you do to get that right? Because it is hilarious.
What was so funny about that is we rehearsed that for about 3 days before we ever started
Prior to
shooting,
doing
and
it.
they just threw us into it the first week of production. So it sort of set the tone for the rest of the film. But once we got into it, it was pretty easy. I mean, like
We knew.
Yeah.
We came, we were so prepared. You know, like I said, we spent 3 days for rehearsing, and the rehearsal days, they weren't crazy long days, but they were a lot. But then we got to take the stuff home to go over it on our own.
But do you both like dancing?
I
Josh
do.
does.
Yeah.
I love dancing.
Yeah, you love dancing.
I
It
love
came
dancing.
across.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Kevin, you not so much then.
I
huh?
mean, here's the good thing about me. I can dance. I'm a natural good dancer, but I don't wake up in the morning and say to myself, "Where's the dancing happening at tonight?"
Who
I'm
does? Who does?
I'm not going out looking for
happy
it.
feet over here.
I didn't go looking for these dancing scenes. Hey guys, is today the dancing day? Because I'm ready to dance. No, Josh showed
Is
up.
that going to be
very
in your
happy.
contract next time? No dancing.
You know what? I can do with or without it. Believe it or not, that's a scene that I wasn't looking forward to in the movie because it was just a paragraph. It was literally a paragraph for saying Doug and Jimmy go to
dance.
wedding and
Yeah.
dance. And then they turned it into this big montage. We got there and we cut it down. There
There were
about
like 5 additional
5
dances.
more
if you can believe
dances.
I
that.
would like to see those. It is very funny.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
want to see that.
Yeah, they
You wouldn't want to see that. Not
Kevin's
on
going, this is
Britney's.
not my contract.
This is not. I don't want to put myself in a position not to look good. I narrowed it down to the dances where I could semi look good. Josh has training in that. That's what Josh does.
Yeah.
I don't have that type of training.
No.
Okay, guys, you're going to stay with us. We need to take
You know, I want to stay.
You can stay.
I'm
because
gonna stay.
I was
we've
going to
so
go,
much
but
more
you know
to
what? This feels right.
Okay, we've so much more to talk about. We're going to take a quick break. Do stay with us. We'll see you in a few minutes.
See you in a few. Don't go.